Okay.
I think one was at 18. So I got 7.
All right, so we're going to do this problem.
I don't know though. I might be wrong.
First thing I'm going to do is rewrite it. Because ln means log base e. And then I'm going to say e to the x equals e to the 4th. E to the x equals e to the 4th. If e to the x equals e to the 4th, then x must equal 4. So the answer is 4. Nathaniel?
Can you do h?
The answer is 23. That's a property. We just need to know
Okay.
that 7 to the log base 7, these cancel, and the answer is 23. Brittany? First thing I'm going to do is rewrite it. And then e to the 1/2 equals x. So there it is, that's what x equals. Now, I took that, I also took this, because it means the same thing. Moses? Which C? Part 1 or part 2?
Part 1.
Okay, so I clean up inside first. So this x is going to go to the top and give me x to the 9th. These are just going to cancel and leave me with a y, because I've got 3 of them over 2 of them. Now I'll square everything. So 25 x to the 18th y squared over 49 is my final answer. Okay? All right. We have a busy week. We've got some stuff we have to get learned before we take our exam. So today we're going to get our calculators out. Because everything we do today is going to require a calculator. Note sheet, back at page 27. Part 3.
Sounds good as my 7 and a 15.
To be honest, I have no idea what's going on.
All right, here we go.
Do you mess with the action? The action is better.
Now, I need everybody paying attention. This is on the exam. Let's set the problem equal to x. And let's rewrite it. How would this be rewritten? 3 to the x equals 4. Now, kids, if that had been 3 to the x equals 9, everything would be great, right? This is not great. This is bad. So here's how we're going to handle it. Pay attention. I want you to take the logarithm of both sides. Now you can say, Mrs. Ford, that's so dumb. It was a logarithm to start with. The problem is, it was a logarithm with a base of 3. On our calculators, we don't have that. So I got rid of that one by rewriting. And now I'm going to put in LOG because LOG is on my calculator. Don't go to the calculator yet. Now what happens to this exponent? This is one of the properties. It was on the quiz. We talked about it on Friday. It was in your homework. What happens to that exponent? It comes out in front, Lexi says, and she's exactly right. Now I want to know what x equals. So I am going to divide both sides. And what am I going to divide both sides by? Not by x. I want to keep x here. I'm going to divide by the log of 3. So my answer is going to be the log of 4 divided by the log of 3. Now when you type that in, as soon as you hit log, it's going to put up these parentheses. Make sure you close them before you hit divided by log 3. All right, let's see if you can come up with the answer. Log 4 divided by log 3. I got 1.2619. Again, it says 10 thousandths, doesn't it? So this is the 10, this is the 100, this is the 1,000, this is the 10,000. Now, I know you've done that before, but you probably forget. Let's try another one. All right. What is the first thing I'm going to do with this problem? Make it what? 7 to the x equals 11. 7 to the x equals 11. Now what's the next step? Use this as a model. What's the next step? Take the logarithm of both sides, and I do that so that what happens to the x? Goes out in front. And then I have one more step and I'm done. Divide by log 7. Alright, let's type that in. .2323. Everybody getting that? Austin, don't nod your head. You don't even have a calculator.
I still understand.
All right, here we go. Do not worry. I know that's a decimal, but it doesn't matter. What's step 1? 0.4 to the x equals 12. What's step 2? Take the logarithm of both sides. And you did that for one reason. So that you can take this guy and pop him out in front. Exact bond, what's our last step?
Divide 2.
So x is going to equal the log of 12 divided by the log of 1.
Will we rate this 0.4 or 0.04?
It's 0.4. I got negative 2.7119.
Where did the negative come from?
The log of 0.4 is a negative number.
So if it's under 1, it's negative.
Yeah, you do. If we say said the log of, well, let me say 1/10 because that's easier. That would mean 10 to what power is 1/10? It has to be a negative to make it 1 over, right? To get a number less than 1. Okay, now I'm going to have you quickly do D, E, and F on your own. Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and do D, E, and F. See how you do.
Stop, never think to do literally just hit home.
Moses, you got these done?
Why not?
Oh my
Okay, how are we doing? Franny, what'd you get for D?
.3263.
There we go. 0.3263 is D. E. Cole Peterson, what'd you get for E? Because you don't have a calculator? Jamal, do you have E?
I have a calculator. I got it set up.
Zach?
Is it 1.7958?
I said 5.9.
Oh,
Let me check that out. Yeah, it would be 9. You see that?
Yeah, around a 10.
What? What are you saying?
And F. Erica.
6.491.
Perfect. Are you good with that, guys? Okay, because now we're going to use that skill to do something. Would you open up your book and go back to page
2.
Okay. On page 297.
Oh my gosh, you hear this?
No problem. Oh, she knows. I said that to her.
Okay, I need everybody's complete attention. We have got to talk about some word problems that are going to be on your exam. So let's look on page 297 at problem number 31. Now, there's some review in here too. This 31 says, the population of Smallville was 6,250, and it increases at a rate of 2.75% per year. Can you write an equation for that? An exponential? I want you to say I'll use y. What's our initial value?
You want us to write these down?
You know what? You probably need to do it on a separate sheet of paper. Because we're running out of time, I've got to go out of order a little bit. So this was actually part of a homework problem. So if you have that homework page, you can do it there. This is also shown up on a quiz, you guys. How do I figure out how many people are in this town? I start with Jamal. We're on problem number 31.
Okay. The population of Smallville in the year 1890 was 6,250.
So I start with 6250 right there. You are right.
And then you put 2.75 in the parentheses.
Actually, no.
I mean, no, you don't. You put
1.0275.
And then because it's bigger. And then you put how many years it was since it grew. So this is 1915. It would be 35 years.
Because you started with 1890.
Yep. And then after that you'll do.
So would that be 25 years?
Yeah. No, that's I said 35.
Would it be 25?
Yeah, that's how I said 25.
So we'll just put 25 here, and that would give us our answer. This is not new. This is old. This has been on a quiz. This is how many people you started with. You're increasing, so it's 1 plus 2.75%. And the first question says, let's wait 25 years. The one I'm interested in is part B. Because part B says, when will I have 50,000 people? So here's your equation. When will I have 50,000 people? Okay, kids, where do I put the 50,000? In for Y. Very good, Hannah. It goes in for Y. Yes. This exponent is what? It isn't how many people, it's how many years. Remember, Jamal put a 25 here. Why did he put a 25 there? Because we waited 25 years. And this number was how many people I ended up with. Well, this is backwards. Now I know how many people I end up with, and I want to know how many years that is. Okay. Step 1. Divide by 6250. I got 8. Did you? Yes. Now, you don't recognize it maybe, but this is exactly what you had a minute ago. Because a minute ago, you had a problem like the log base 7 of 11. So you said 7 to the x equals 11. This to the x equals 8. This is the exact same problem. How do I get this guy to come out in front? What do I need to do to get him to come out? I gotta take a logarithm. So step 1 was divide. Step 2 is take the logarithm. Step 3 is pull that exponent off. And what's the last step to the problem? Divide. And this will tell me how many years I have to wait. How many years do I have to wait?
76, 65, 65,
Yeah, depending what we round it off to. Yep. That is super important. Let's try another one. Look at 32. Let's write the equation first. Can someone offer an equation? This is 32 on page 297. Can someone offer me the equation for problem 32? Y equals what?
6.6.
Well, 32. 4,200 times 2. If it's an increase of 2.25, what goes in the parentheses? 1.0225. Remember, it's 1 plus the increase or 1 minus the decrease. That's my equation. Now, how would I do A? Find the population in 1930. What would I do? I put a 20 right here. Why would I put a 20 here? 1910 to 1930? But the question I want to do is B. When will the population be 20,000? Put 20,000 right here. Step 1, divide. You've got to divide by 4,200 first. Do not do anything else. Divide first. So does that work out nicely? Oop. That doesn't work out so nicely. Now what? Take the logarithm of both sides. And why am I doing this? So the exponent will come out in the front. And then I have one more step. What will be my very last step? I'll divide. And how many years will it take? About 70.14 years. Everybody okay with that? All right. Bring those calculators tomorrow too.